We have the scores, highlights, and updates. Welcome back to myGSPN Recap. Good afternoon, guys. Chris Gonzalez here, and welcome back to myGSPN's Recap, where we talk high school sports. This show is brought to you guys by GardenGrocer.com and UDiscover Florida. And we have a very exciting show for you today, highlighting the game that I was at last night. It was Central Florida Christian Academy taking on the Wildwood Wildcats. But before we get into all the action, I want you guys to go ahead and make sure that you're following us along on all of our social media platforms to stay up to date with the hottest coverage in high school sports. But guys, without further ado, let's get into the action. Two of the top teams in the area faced off last night. It was the Wildwood Wildcats on the road taking on the Central Florida Christian Academy Eagles. Both of these teams made it to states last year. Central Florida Christian captured the Class 2A state title, and Wildwood was state runner-up, falling just short against Madison County. Both teams dominant thus far this season, and this game lived up to the hype from the very opening tip-off. The matchup of the night was Marcus Niblack and Riley Kugel, going back and forth all game. Nate Mikel and Nick Silva also had themselves a night. By halftime, the Wildcats had a 36-28 lead over the defending state champs. The second half is where things took off, and this game became a certified shootout. CFCA started the second half, closing the gap from halftime, and from there on out, it was back and forth until the very end of the game. When the clock struck 0, it was Wildwood taking the win. They were led by Marcus Niblack's game-high 37 points, and Nate Mikel added in 19 points of his own. The Wildcats won 82-77, and their record improves to 12-3 on the year. They have a big-time rivalry game on Saturday night against the Village's Charter. CFCA falls to 11-3 on the season. They were led by Riley Kugel's 21 points and Nick Silva's 23 points. They will have a bit of a break and will face off next against Vanguard. That game is going to be next Thursday, and it's going to be at Central Florida Christian Academy. Two big-time games for these two teams looking into the future. Guys, that's our show for today. We want to go ahead and thank our sponsors, GardenGrocer.com. If you're staying in the Orlando area at one of the Disney resorts, go ahead and place an order for groceries to be delivered to your room at the time of check-in. Save money and time by shopping with GardenGrocer.com.
And also UDiscover Florida. If you're looking for a new restaurant, hotel, or attraction, check them out on Instagram at UDiscover Florida or UDiscoverFlorida.com.
And once again, guys, this has been Chris Gonzalez, and this is myGSPN's Recap. Always here, you guys know, it's your sports, all you, all the time.